What is up, family? Today we are bringing you some Loki Jungle gameplay, some commentary with it. Again, casual start or usual start. I am starting at my solos blue, helping him clear, while I then clear the red buff, and then go to the back camps. Again, this hits level for a jungle, I guess. Yeah, for a jungler, I mean, this will be your quickest way to level 2, quickest way to mid camps or mid red buff, I guess. It's a bonus on what type of buff it is. So as you can see, oh, looks like my jungler beat me to it. But as you can see, like the red camp on this match was in the middle. Sometimes it's speed. If it's speed or if it's not red, basically, I try to save the red camp that I initially get in our jungle for mid. And but if it is the same red camp, in this case it was, I take the red camp in hopes that I get the mid um, jungle camp, right? So then, just walking my route, grabbing gold harpies and then going to speed, and then I can either choose between to gank here or to grab my backs, just depending on how everything goes. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of action going up in duo lane, so I went ahead and started doing my backs on this side. And what's good about this rotation is usually your backs are also almost up in the other side, but right now it's kind of just a dead time. So most of my jungle camps are done, and this is just a good time for me to start roaming the map, ganking, trying to be annoying as much as I can. I can see Baron's pushed up a little more, so see if we can get a free kill on him here. So I went invis. He knows that I'm invis. He heard me. Yep, and I would say that was a pretty bad blink for me. There wasn't really a kill potential there, so that was just a wasted blink from me. And good on Baron. Unfortunately, in this game, our mid, the Kook wasn't the best. You can see like the way he cleared um, mid wave. He just he completely missed the other half of the wave. So you're gonna see a lot of kind of BMing on the mid from me, especially. But I don't want to spoil the rest of the video, but just, in advance, you're gonna see me BMing the mid. Just cause I think he BM'd me first in this game. He actually started like spam BGSing, talking about how enemies missing, blah blah blah, and I should be there. But um, when that happens, all you have to do is basically just ignore your teammates, right? And I'm pretty sure that's what this kook did when I was BMing him. He probably just chose to ignore me. But anyways, this should be right here an easy kill for Mordred. Oh, that's his blink. So he doesn't really have an escape ability. He's only level 4, so he doesn't have ult to escape either. So this should be a free kill if I can try to body block him with my 2 there. Luckily, Baron hits 5 and was able to grab him with his ult, and that should be a free kill. So from there, again, we're just gonna go grab the jungle camps. Always trying to be on your timers. And speaking of timers, before this video I did release a tips on how to be a better jungler. So if you want to check that out, feel free to visit my channel and you'll be able to grab those tips. But again, this is going to be technically my third commentary-esque video, so you're still learning. You're going to hear me say a lot of like a lot of kind of just filler words. Just trying to get used to the whole YouTube thing, new at this, so would love if you could work with me here. But main focus is just trying to give you guys some knowledgeable, good content, especially in the jungle, because again, I've been playing Smite for quite a bit now, and I do know my way around the jungle, especially Smite 2, since the game is obviously newer. It's only like 3 months old. Maybe not even 3 months. I think it's like only 2 months old. But I do, and that means like I basically have been playing day 1, and I definitely take that as an advantage, because obviously when the game becomes free to play, we're gonna have a lot of inexperienced players coming from Smite 1 to Smite 2. You could argue that it's the same. It's the same game, but if you play Smite 1 and then go to Smite 2, it just feels a lot different, which is also why a lot of players dislike Smite 2 because it feels different. Which I don't know, that to me that is kind of dumb. Like obviously you want the game to be different. If the game isn't different, then what's the point? And that's a blink from Baron, so that's a great gank from us, or that's a um, good gank from us. But unfortunately, Baron does take our life there, and Thana was a good. It was a good gank from him. So here's when the Kook started BMing me, spamming retreat middle lane. Um, Here I just kind of ignored him, but as the game goes on, you'll just see that he'll keep continuing on to feed. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, right now there's like a huge dislike in Smite 2, especially from Smite 1 players. Um, I personally enjoy Smite 2 a lot, and I do find it better than Smite 1. It's smoother, it's crispier. Um, right now, the abilities that are, fully able to be hit that aren't buggy, like Fenrir's ult, that's a little buggy, so it feels kind of weird. But pretty much all of Loki's kit feels amazing. So yeah, and look, I mean, just look at the waves. Like that's just the UE5 engine is crazy, just graphically like 1,000 times better than Smite 1 for sure. The characters, for every single character that I've played, it all feels great, it all feels super smooth, and don't even get me started on the recent cross-gen Thanatos skin. um, yeah, I think that skin is straight up so nice. But I'm trash at Thanatos, so um, that skin you will not be seeing in any of my videos for a while, unless I have once in a blue moon game with a good Dana game. But as to the title of this video, finally getting to the main part, Yemoja and Baron are obviously the new release gods, but them being the newly released gods, they will also tend to be the most broken gods. So having both a Yemoja and Baron in the other team is just so much healing from them. Obviously, we have a Baron and Yemoja in our team, so there's a lot of healing for us as well. But having, just going up against a Baron and Yemoja is tough on both sides, right? But as you'll see throughout this video, this build just completely just shreds and ignores the healing factor of Yemoja and Baron. Here I kind of back off just because I'm low on mana. I'm trying to see if they're going to give up these gold harpies, and they do. So since they gave it up, I see them pop up in my minimap in mid. I start to go for them even though I'm low on mana, and if things go wrong, I do have blink. So this is the only reason I went for it, because I saw them in mid, they saw that they backed off. Free XP, free gold for me, and we get visual on gold free. So, that's always great. More farm, more XP. Always, always, always great thing to have as a jungler. But again, whenever I come out of base, here's another tip for you guys, I guess, as a jungler. Whenever I come out of base, I see which side has the most farm. In this case, it was the left side, because if I went to the right side, both my back camps were down. Speed is not even close to being done. Purple from duo lane is not even close to being done. But here we have our two back camps plus our mid lane. Let's see if we can get this gank off. That's a very nice little poke. Baron should be dead here. And Baron dies. So we're good there. Let's try to get this Yemoja. This is a very nice ult from Baron. And this should also be a Yemoja kill. She has no escapability really other than her little speed boost. So here's an ult from Thanatos. So this was actually a really, really, really good gank. Really good turnout from us. We killed the almost fed Baron. We killed support Yemoja. And we also got Thana ult from that. And we also got Yemoja ult from that. So that was a really good gank, and none of us died. Realistically, if this was a ranked conquest and everybody was in comms, that is an instant. That is an instant gold fury. Yeah, that's just an instant gold fury grab. That would have been free gold fury. Either that or that would have been more kills for us because there would have been 5 of us while they don't have a Yemoja and Baron. So, oh, this Mord just trying to poke us out. Mordred ult, and I think he just backs off here, so I also back off. Me and Baron just kind of secures Warren, and back to farming I go. So I'm just gonna clear out these back jungle, my left side jungle, and after that I am going to back to base. So let me go ahead and do that, but right now it's not looking the best for us. I mean, we're only down 1,000 gold, but as you can see, our mid lane and our mid lane and our Neath is kind of they're kind of feeding quite a bit, so it's going to be a very tough game to kind of get us out of it. So right here I'm kind of just choosing and thinking about what to build. I went Tekko for the movement speed. Jotun's first because again Jotun's super broken right now. 40 strength, 30 cooldown. Like as soon as you build it, you can just spam your abilities. We got a Thana ult. Notice how I kind of back off in space, so Thana kind of has to choose between killing me or Yemoja, or trying to ult me or Yemoja. He ends up ulting Kook in mid, but the key there was the space. You don't, as you can see, your teammate's already trying to surrender, but the key there was to kind of not give any that much ult value from a Thana ult, right? Purple's free here. I don't see soul, so quickly just try to grab purple. Got that. Baron's here. We have ult to escape, and we're gonna go invis. Unfortunately, we do get Baron ulted, but Sneath comes out to help. So I'm gonna try to back off a bit, wait for my invis to be up. Invis is up, and this is why we get Tekko. Because of all that movement speed. You guys see how fast I just literally just got out of there. That is why we got Tekko. Baron came up a little late. They're ulting. I'm just backing off here. As soon as I engage, they're dead. Or I'm dead. But over here, I see that left. I tried to take the portal, but I'm on cooldown, unfortunately. But if I wasn't, I definitely would have tried to help that Baron out. But right now, since my back cams are up, I'm just not gonna walk past them. Especially since I had to carry this game. And I just have to do as much as I can to beef up. So from there I am just farming, farm. Luckily this Baron is doing good as well, so he also helps me out throughout this game. I actually had a game that I was recording in, but obviously I'm not gonna post, where I was actually Thanatos this time, and my teammates, my middle, she was a Neath. Well, first of all, before pre-match lobby, she picked, or the person picked Neath as a support, and so some person was like, "Are you really gonna pick Neath support?" So good for him, he traded with that person, and he became Neath mid. And this Neath mid ended up building crit, which if you don't know, you never want to build crit, especially on Neath. It's strong on soul. Sure, crit is very strong on soul. Crit is very strong on Jingwei, but on Neath, crit is useless. If you're gonna build something on Neath, even in the ADC role, if this should be a free kill from Thana. As you can see, I'm pinging out the maps, but his teammates came to support. Good rotation from them. But I should be able to get out here. I do have my I invis. I'm trying to juke Thana here as much as I can. Good shell from Yemoja, but also a good boost back. Good wall from their Yemoja. While they're distracted, I'm just trying to get these back harpies, right? Right now I'm trying to see who's the weakest. As a jungler, again, you are not going head first. You're not frontlining a fight. You're literally flanking. So you're trying to find good flank angles. You are trying to find the perfect time to come in. But here is the main thing, the main damage dealer, the thing that crumbles their entire team. We have anti-heal for Baron. We have anti-heal for Soul. Mordred, he also has a bit of a bit of healing. Thanatos especially. So the Brawler's beat stick. I don't know what they call it now in Smite 2, but anyways, Brawlers. It is so it's just so awful. Or yeah, it's just so awful for the team. It completely counters your entire team. So I didn't really go and see what builds my teammates were going. I just you know, it's a casual conquest game, so it wasn't really a big deal. I'm not gonna nitpick and tell them what to build on a casual conquest game, but I would still love to see them try, right? um, but as to what I was saying earlier, I don't think I finished my story. So yeah, I was Thanatos in the jungle, and I had Crit Neath who went over. I think she went like over 13, and then I also had a mage, not sure which god. As I try to tower dive Mordred here, but yeah, I'm not sure which god I had, or that our mid had, but that person went. Um, that person went like 0 for 12 or something. It was awful. Like my main damage dealers that game combined from like for like an 0 and 24, and obviously we ended up losing. If you guys want to see that, I can just post it real quick on my YouTube. I have the screenshot of the scoreboard just because of how atrocious it was. Um, over here, good heads of play by my teammates to warding the Gold Fury. I think they got Gold Fury Harpies, so they have vision on Gold Fury. I try to be sneaky here and try to not use any abilities and hopefully just have him walk past by me, but Yemoja turned and saw me. Luckily, he's easy escape. Loki, you can literally just escape whenever you can by pressing 1. And then if they caught me in my 1, then I can just ult out. Yemoja, their Yemoja was actually really, really good. Just because she's doing her best to annoy annoy us essentially, right? She's grouping up with their team. She's annoying us as much as we can. As you can see, this Kook, he's just pushed up. There's 4 people there. He should just stay under tower. There's 4 people there. He can easily get blink 3'd by Thanos into a 1 scythe or into a 2 slow by Soul. And here I can see that they're going for gold. They just started gold, so I felt comfortable getting speed. Just so in case, you know, things go bad, I don't want them to steal my entire camp. Here I try to ult, try to steal gold. Unfortunately, Soul had a better secure, and I think I barely get out here. Yep. And I barely live, so I just try to hide and back right away because fight's over. They got gold. So we just, you know, you just want to disengage, and plus I was 1 shot. Unfortunately, teammates do end up dying here. Yemoja is in full health. Baron was late on the rotation, but that's also mainly because I think he was fighting Mordred all the way in left lane. So it wasn't really Baron's fault, but right now he's just trying to clean up. Well, I'm also trying to clean up here as well. Back to full health, going invis, trying to see if we can pick up a couple kills. We have Baron. Again, just look at their healing, right? I mean, we saw that Baron was 1 shot at one point. So here, Yemoja, this should also be a free kill. But we saw Baron literally 1 shot, and in a blink of an eye, he was almost back to half health. Just to show you just how much healing this Yemoja Baron kind of comp has. And I think Soul just completely wrecks me here. I'm not sure if I engage here. Yeah, I think I engage here, and Soul just completely wrecks me with my ult. I kind of just wanted a limit test here, see what I could do to Soul, and see how good of a player she was. Actually, no, okay. I guess that'll be later in the video. So, right here, as you can see, I highlighted I used my 2 to highlight, see if there were any, jungle camps there. I didn't see anything, but Yemoja checked, if you replay that video, Yemoja checked the camp and it stayed like a full circle, full yellow circle on the minimap. So that I thought that I was like, oh, I guess I just didn't lock on, but you know, it looks like there was actually no jungle camp there. She just didn't fully look at it to reset the timer on the minimap. But sorry, excuse me. Quick tip though on that, like if you're behind a wall and you highlight, if you have like an ability like Loki's too, where you can kind of like bring it out and highlight, you can do the same thing with Fenrir's 1. Um, you can highlight it. If there's nothing that gets highlighted, then there's no jungle camps there, and they're probably most likely down. But you just won't get the timer on it, so you won't know what time or when that camp's gonna respawn. So if you're trying to do like just a quick invade and you don't really care about the timers, that's when you can do that. And then there's 3 here, I think. Okay, there's 4 here now. I try to help out Baron as much as I can, just because Baron here is kind of almost carrying the team. So I want to get him as strong and healthy as much as I can. That was a great ult by Yemoja, great team fight here. Baron ends up getting 2. Thana, I believe he does get away here with his ult, almost a kill there. Mordred ult, Baron, their Baron. I just kind of flew by him. I kind of got tunnel vision here. I was trying to chase Thana, saw he was too far away, so I backed off. Thana right now in Smite 2 is super fast, especially with yellow buff and Tekko. He's just super fast. It's really impossible to catch him. I try to put my 2 right behind Baron to kind of body block him, but I completely miss. However, I don't know what he was doing. It was a 1v4. And I think this is kind of where the turning point of the game is. We got 4 down. Oh, and that's, again, I tried to do that trick again. We know that their red is down because I highlighted it with my 2, my Loki 2, and no jungle camp popped up, right? And again, I think this is where the turning point is at, right? Where we get, and this time is just dead, where we get Fire Giant, and Fire Giant in this game, I would say, is broken. It gives us a huge buff. It's a very, very important objective. Obviously, the #1 objective in the game, especially when it comes to late game. Whenever Fire Giant is up, that's where you'll see the most fighting. That's where you should fight, especially, you know, that's where you should get vision, because you don't want the enemy team getting just a free Fire Giant because you guys weren't paying attention to all of them were missing, right? So after Fire Giant, you also kind of see us go to rotate to Gold Fury, because there's nothing else to do on the map. There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them up, about to be 5, and I think the best things we can do in this scenario is try to go for gold. We have Fire Giant buff. I am about to get Gold Fury Vision. And as I say that, I back off and don't get Gold Fury Vision. I see that Yemoja ults, so I want to waste her ult, so hopefully we can get on the more squishy Baron. This right here, I'm not too worried about, but unfortunately, I think this is where the soul wrecks me. Yep, right there. Just OP soul. But unfortunately right here, although we had Fire Giant buff, we do end up losing the fight. We see our Yemoja kind of just pushed up in mid lane for some reason. We don't really have our support help. But this was just good spacing from them. Good 1v1ing, good dual laning. We did have Fire Giant. If we grouped up properly, we 100% would have won that. We should have won that fight. But again, it kind of just sucks seeing all of us dead and our support in full health, right? And you see me just pinging mid map. I wasn't pinging Yemoja, I was pinging Kook. I'm here, you see me BMing the red buff, because Kook is 0-8, level 15, just constantly feeding throughout this game. So got a little frustrated there, but you know, right here he's just trying to get my camp. That's fine. I'm level 20, he's level 15, he needs to farm. And this buff actually, even though numbers wise he should do more damage than me, I'm still gonna take this buff because he's 0-8. I have 526, and I'm actually contributing to the team right now. Maybe late game, later in the game, he will contribute more. But yeah, I just grabbed that buff from him, BMing him some more. As you can see, just very frustrated at this time, because we have our 0-8 mid, and I have an 0-4 support, an 0-4 Neath, and then as you can see, whenever I pull up the scoreboard again, I think this Neath is building crit Neath again. I'm not sure what the obsession is with crit Neath, but crit on Neath is useless. It is not good at all. It doesn't do anything. It's not like a soul kind of thing where she does very good with crit. If even again on the ADC role you want to just grab um, int on Neath, and here is just crazy just where the brawlers just kind of shines, right? Like they can't heal. I'm just walking through them. Here's Mordred. I literally on purpose tank this Mordred ult, and so we can just work him here. And I think I kind of goofed here, so I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But you'll see. So I kind of goofed it here. I got greedy for sure. So I'm trying to get this kill on Thana. He knows. I know that he knows that I'm here. So I kind of just try to bait him, stick around, and just take a Thana 1 straight to the face. But the best course of action there was to for sure grab more objectives. And throughout this build, again, now I'm just kind of working on Pen, right? So I was thinking of either Oath Sworn Spear here or Hammer. But right now, I'm kind of thinking, do I want Oath for tank Pen? Because Oath gives you Oath procs on, or Oath mitigates you know, damage on tanks, right? So it's easier to kill tanks, but here I'm more focused on killing squishies. I'm more focused on killing the soul. I'm more focused on killing the Mordred as fast as I can, because soul right now is the main damage dealer, especially the Baron as well. So I think I went ahead and went with hammers here. So that is the reasoning to that. But from here, again, just although they're all pushed up at right, I am grabbing my buffs. I VGS them to attack a Fire Giant. This Kook, again, look, he's just late on the rotation. And I think he's about to get picked by Thana here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think for some reason Thana can't hit him, and I end up saving him here. So Thana in here on a 1v1. And just an easy kill right there. With the recent Thana buff, I mean, he just got buffed yesterday, or I think today is what, Tuesday at the time I'm recording this. Yeah, he got buffed on Monday, so he got buffed yesterday, and he went from 60% damage scaling or strength scaling to 70% on his 1, and then to 75% on his 3. I've played Thana for a couple times yesterday, and I didn't really feel the difference. His 1 still doesn't feel like it hits for anything. I feel like I threw a slice of pickles at them, like nothing happened. Or I don't know, what does this 1 feel like? I don't know, it just feels like you're throwing like a big old salami at them, and they just kind of shrug it off. So we got fire. I VGS to defend Gold Fury. Yeah, I got Titan's Bane here. I don't know why I kept saying hammer. Yeah, I got Titan's Bane here, and I VGS to defend Gold Fury just because in ranked, usually, if you already know that your team is going to lose Fire Giant, the next best play is to grab Gold Fury, because you wouldn't want the team with Fire Giant to also grab the Gold Fury objective, because that from there you just lost 2 objectives. So I was really encouraging my teammates at this time to attack Gold Fury right away. Even though we just finished Fire Giant, most of us were full health. As you can see, easy, easy, easy here. Free objective. Good early rotation from Yemoja. And then again, Kook just continues to feed. Um, Easy kill on Mordred. Thana ulted me. And easy blink out. So that is a Thana ult down. Thana ult down, Baron ult down, and just watch me just completely destroy this Thana. Silence here. So I'm trying to juke his one here. I know he's trying to stall until his abilities cool down. So that's why I kind of just see me. Oh, there was this one. He just completely missed that, and I just spam laugh him. You gotta spam laugh him. But yeah, he just completely misses one there, and which is also a kind of like a good time to segue into why I think you should be playing on keyboard and mouse. Um, right now, as I've been playing Smite, I started Smite playing on a controller. I started Smite playing on Xbox, um, and I played console for like 20 years of my life. I know, but yeah. Anyways, I think this game's almost over. But yeah, I played console for a long time, and obviously I've on a console you play on a controller. So making that transition from console to keyboard and mouse, or controller to keyboard and mouse, yes, the first 2-3 weeks I was completely garbage at the game. I couldn't hit my abilities. My most my biggest concern here was VGS commands, because as a jungler you need to know VGS commands. Um, so that was my main kind of challenge. But all you literally need, guys, is 2 to 3 weeks of just straight up getting used to it, and you will be fine. Just stick with it. I thought I would never ever play keyboard and mouse after the first time, after the first few weeks, but just stick with it. But anyways, that's pretty much the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Here is my stats, and let me go and hover on the detailed stats. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like, comment, let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what gods you want me to play in the jungle, in the soul lane, whatever role. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See you later, family.